Good morning, colleagues. I'm Steve Acree, and I'm the instructor for this summer section of English 1A. And I want to welcome you to the class and say that I hope we'll have a little fun along the way and learn some stuff too. My basic approach to this class and all of the classes I teach is that there are three activities: reading, writing, and thinking. And in terms of what happens inside your head, those are all three the same activity, and the only thing that's different is the external manifestation of reading, writing, or thinking. So my premise is, and the faith on which I do my work, is that if you can get better at one of those things, in this case writing, the other two will get better as well. So that's sort of a standard of my approach to all of my classes, is that we use writing to get to be better thinkers. And getting to be better thinkers might empower us to make the changes that are clearly necessary in our culture. You'll be hearing a lot more about that as we move along. Let me talk a little bit about the Canvas structure of the class. As you will have noticed, if you're seeing this video, you found your way on Canvas to the class website. The college has switched to Canvas this year away from Blackboard, and I've had fairly extensive training on Canvas over the last few months, although this is the first class I've taught on Canvas here, as it will be for everybody else. But I think you'll find Canvas is not all that different from Blackboard. If you're familiar with Blackboard, if you're not familiar with Blackboard, it's not that hard to learn. There are a few things that are different, but it's pretty intuitive. It's pretty easy to learn, even if you're learning it from scratch. And since this is new to both you and me, and we don't want to make it any more complicated than it needs to be, if you look along the left-hand side of your screen there, you're going to see some links. One of the links is called Modules. And I've decided for this first time out, just to make it easy for all of us, I'm going to give each week a module, week 1, week 2, so forth. And then absolutely everything you need inside the class will be inside that module. So you open up that particular folder and everything will be there, and I'll carry things over from one week to the next as I need to. So I hope that'll work. We'll try it out. If we need to make changes, we'll work it out together and make the changes that seem necessary. The third thing is, this being a summer course, the pace is necessarily going to be pretty fast. This is an 8-week class in the summer. English 1A taught in the regular season is 16 weeks. So we're moving essentially twice as fast through the material. And so it will be essential not to get too far behind, because if you get too far behind, it's going to be really hard to get caught up, and it's going to get hard quickly. So just keep that in mind. I plan on working probably about 25 hours a week on this class, and that's probably a reasonable expectation for you as well. Of course, your schedule dictates what you can do, but if you're thinking you're going to be able to drop in on Sunday night and do your work for the entire week on that one night, it's not going to happen for you. Typically, in a week there will be a lecture from me, which will be usually a video like this, or else something written out which you'll need to read. There will be readings from the textbook, and then there will be a discussion forum. You want to be sure to catch on to those discussion forums quickly, because they constitute a major portion of your grade at the end of the term. They are required. You must participate if you want to do well. And there are certain criteria which are laid out in the syllabus that will explain that to you. The other thing that I'm planning on doing, and I'm hoping I'm going to stick to this over the summer, is I plan on working on Mondays Wednesdays, and Fridays. That means I'll be in and out of the class for about 8 hours a day on those 3 days. On Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, I probably won't be working. I may check email, but I probably won't actually be in the class working. I will also have an office hour each week in which we can actually chat, both of us at the same time in the same room. So there's a little bit of an intro to the class. I'll be getting the syllabus up with all the requisite information for you later on today or tomorrow, Friday at the latest, although the full class site will not be available until about 8 o'clock on Monday morning. So welcome again. Please keep in touch. Please ask all the questions you need to ask. And let's enjoy the semester. Thanks. Bye-bye.